What on earth are you wearing? You can't go to school looking like that. Take it off immediately.
Mom screeched. The horrified look on her face would make you think she'd caught me trying to sneak out in a skimpy outfit. Truth was, I was wearing a beautiful dress and had my hair tied in a ponytail.
And since when is your hair that long? And you dyed it?
I'd worn a beanie all summer. Mom had no idea how long my hair had grown. I didn't dye it, Mom. I just let it grow back to its natural color. I want to look different this time.
You look horrible. I can't believe you do this to us.
To them, I was confused. I tried to stand my ground, but she dragged me to the bathroom and cut my hair, then dyed it black. I hate you and I hate school, I screamed at the top of my lungs.
That's enough, Erin. Now get rid of that dress and wear your normal clothes. Hurry or you'll be late on your first day at your new school.
Mom answered me sternly. Normal? They're all boys' clothes. I don't want to wear boys' clothes anymore, I said tearfully. Ever since I was a little girl, my parents dressed me as a boy. I didn't realize that they were boy clothes until elementary school when everyone started to mock me. I often came home crying, but my parents never bought me girl clothes like I begged them to. A few weeks ago, when Mom told me that we'd be moving to a different town, I was so happy. Kids at my old school were so mean, and I always dreaded going to school. I was now a senior, and I thought I'd finally get to pick my own clothes. My aunt had paid me to babysit my cousin all summer, and when we moved, I used the money to buy new outfits.
I'm not gonna ask you again, Erin. Go to your room and change.
Hi guys, my name is not Erin, and I'm not a boy, even though my parents always make me dress like one. Want to know why? Watch till the end. I tearfully took off my dress and started to wear the clothes Mom had laid on my bed. She grabbed the dress from my hands and tore it into pieces. At school, I received so many stares. My hair was unevenly cut due to Mom's outburst that morning. While some students whispered behind my back, others laughed openly, pointing at me. I didn't blame them. I was an easy target.
As long as you live under our roof, you'll wear the outfits we buy you. Is that clear?
Dad said at dinner later that evening. Why were my parents so obsessed with me dressing and looking like a boy? I was so miserable. Please don't get me wrong. You can wear any clothes you want to, as long as you are comfortable in them. But no one should force you to wear something you don't want to, like my parents were doing.
Erin, hey, I got tickets for us to go watch the football this weekend.
I hated football. Dad always made me watch it, saying that it was a way for us to bond. I can't go this weekend. The annual talent show at school is in a few weeks, and I'm participating.
That's great, Erin. What will you be presenting?
I wrung my hands nervously. I wished I could tell them that I was planning to design a dress and wear it at the talent show. I had an eye for fashion, and at school, art and design was my favorite class. I can't tell you yet, Dad. It's a surprise. The next day, I went to the mall and bought a sewing kit and other tools I'd need to make the dress. I picked a few outfits from my closet and cut them into pieces. By the time I was done, I had enough material to make my new dress. The talent show was being held at the school auditorium. The dress had come out great, and when I tried it on, I was so proud of myself. I looked fantastic in it. My turn to do my presentation came, and I was so nervous. What if people laughed at me like they always did? How would my parents react? They were both sitting in the audience eagerly waiting to see what my presentation was. When I walked to the stage, everyone gasped in utter surprise. After announcing the dress as my original design, I proudly walked around swaying my ponytail side to side, flaunting my gorgeous dress. I could tell the judges were impressed, but the moment was short-lived. My mom stormed the stage and grabbed me by my ponytail and literally dragged me away. Everyone stared in shock, wondering what was happening. "Let go of me, you're hurting me!" I protested as she continued to drag me through the parking lot to her car.
Ma'am, you need to release her now.
Miss Vera, my art and design teacher, came running out of the auditorium, followed by a few other students. Soon, a crowd formed around us.
She went against our wishes by wearing this ugly dress. Your daughter is very talented. The dress is beautiful, and it looks great on her.
I was so embarrassed by Mom's behavior. "You're ruining my life. I don't want to look like a boy anymore," I screamed at Mom.
That's enough, Erin. Get in the car. We're leaving.
"My name is not Erin, and I'm not going anywhere with you."
Do you need our help?
"Yes, my parents are crazy. They forced me to dress like a boy and cut my hair short. I hate them." Mom and Dad looked hurt by my words, but I didn't care anymore. They both got in the car and asked me to do the same, but I said no, so they drove off and left me behind. Miss Vera volunteered to drive me home, but I didn't want to go. I begged her to take me to her house as I decided what to do about my parents. When Mom called me and I told her where I was, she was outraged and threatened to report Miss Vera for abducting me. Good luck with that. I already turned 18 last month, I told her before hanging up.
Tell me about the dress you wore at the talent show. It was really beautiful and uniquely designed.
Miss Vera commented while we ate dinner. She listened patiently as I recounted how I made the dress.
You're really talented. Have you thought about what you want to do after graduation?
My dream is to go to a reputable design school, but I doubt my parents will support me, I said sadly.
You know, aside from being your teacher, I also design clothes and sell them. I have a website and everything.
After dinner, we opened Miss Vera's website. These are all amazing, Miss Vera, I gushed as I clicked on several outfits. I don't understand. If you can do all this, why are you teaching? Miss Vera smiled at my question.
I love teaching. I don't do it for money. My designs bring in a lot of money. I actually have a few people working for me.
She told me that she owned a small design company located in a warehouse within our town.
How do you feel about spending time there after school? You'll learn even more, and while at it, we can figure out how to deal with the situation with your parents.
I immediately said yes, and a few days later, she introduced me to her team. After school, I'd go straight to the warehouse where Miss Vera let me use their scrap materials to practice. I even came up with designs that she liked. Weeks passed, and I never heard from my parents. It was like they forgot I existed. I missed them, but there was no way I was going back there. I loved living with Miss Vera. She was kind and very supportive of my interests in designing. One evening, she was going through my sketchbook and came across a particular design she really liked.
Erin, I think you should make this dress. I'm sure my online customers will buy it.
Wow, are you sure?
Yes, I am. I'll have my team help you, okay? We can start tomorrow.
I couldn't believe it. I woke up very early the next day and headed straight to the warehouse. It was a Saturday, so I didn't have any classes. The dress took a few days to finish. Miss Vera's team was really helpful, and they told me how beautiful my design was. When it was ready, Miss Vera uploaded it to her website. The next day, I woke up and went online to check if my dress had received any orders, but to my surprise, the dress was no longer on the site. Miss Vera must have taken it down. I guess my dress wasn't so great after all.
Erin, you need to see this.
Miss Vera called from her office. What is it? I responded, walking in. I still hadn't asked her why she removed the dress from her website. She was sitting behind her desk with her laptop open in front of her.
I got an email last night. You won't believe who it's from.
She turned the laptop towards me, and my jaw dropped. It says that Patricia Anderson is interested in one of your designs. Patricia Anderson, the movie star? Wow, congratulations!
Erin, please sit down. After I read the email, I called her assistant. Anderson has an upcoming movie premiere, and she wants to wear one of our designs to the event. Guess which dress she wants? Yours!
No way!
She requested that we remove the dress from our site because she wants no one else to buy it. Erin, she's coming to meet you.
My heart almost exploded with joy. Patricia Anderson was one of the most celebrated actresses, and I'd grown up admiring her and her taste in fashion. Miss Vera and I met up with Patricia that week. When she asked to see the dress, I was very nervous. Most movie stars were known to be very demanding and high maintenance. I expected her to take one look at the dress and throw it in the trash. She didn't, though. She admired it for a while, then told her assistant to write down the changes she wanted to be made on the dress. The movie premiere was happening in a month's time, so Miss Vera and I immediately started working on Anderson's order. A few days before the movie premiere, her assistant met us and took us to the movie star's house. The fitting went well, and she was very happy about the result, much to our relief. When she wrote me a check, I took it with trembling hands. But this is so much money for just one dress, I told Miss Vera once we left. I was astonished at the number of zeros on the check. I offered to give some of the money to Miss Vera, but she turned it down.
You earned it, dear. I was only helping you because of what your parents did. Please, keep the money.
Wow, she was such a kind woman. During the event, Patricia mentioned me as her designer. She also mentioned Miss Vera's website as where she first saw the dress. As you'd expect, the site blew up with orders, and we became two of the most sought-after designers in the city. Months later, I still hadn't made contact with my parents. Graduation came and went, and I was now fully working at Miss Vera's company. I was making a huge amount of money from my original designs. I should have been happy, but I wasn't. Despite our differences, I missed my parents.
Erin, you have visitors!
Miss Vera shouted from the kitchen. I still lived with her, but I planned to move out soon. I ran downstairs and immediately froze when I saw my parents standing in Miss Vera's kitchen. Mom? Dad? What are you doing here?
Oh, Aaron, we're so sorry for everything.
Sorry. You made my life miserable. Please leave.
I know you're angry, but please, hear what they have to say before they go.
What can they possibly say to excuse how badly they treated me?
We had another child before you.
Dad interrupted me. What?
His name was Aaron, and he died before he was just a few years old. We were devastated and never moved on from the loss. We wanted to replace our lost son, and when you were born, we were disappointed that you were not a boy. So we decided to turn you into our desired son.
Mom was crying hysterically now.
We're sorry, Aaron. We were wrong to force you to dress like a boy and try to suppress your passion. We should have accepted and loved you as you are.
That was incredibly heartbreaking to hear from my parents. They asked me to go back home, but it was too late. My career was just kicking off, and I wanted to pursue it on my own. I also plan on going to design school. I hugged both of them and told them I forgave them, then said goodbye. Said goodbye.